welcome to another episode of the Fuzzy Pod.
You can see the top of Loki's head.
Loki is in the studio once again. Maddie's pup. He's kind of becoming the studio pup.
He was already the studio pup, and then we kind of like demoted him.
Yeah. And now he's been coming back to hanging out in the studio again. Mostly because, I'm sorry, buddy, you sometimes become a distraction.
No, he doesn't. Not when he's laying down. Come here. Everyone loves a dog.
Everyone does love a puppy.
Oh my God, the drama. Okay. All right, if you want to jump up here, you just do it on your own time, okay? But you can't be in the camera.
You 2 seconds ago, everybody loves a dog. Why are you being like this, Megan? And then you to Loki, you're the drama. By the way, I'm your co-host, Megan.
And I'm Maddie.
And here on the Fuzzy Pod, we love to talk about the things that give us those warm, fuzzy feelings, which includes a lot of nostalgia from the late 90s and the early 2000s. Well, today we are definitely channeling early 2000s sleepover vibes because it is a Fuzzy Pod Sleepover episode. Woo! That's why we are in our matching pajamas. But plot twist, the sleepover actually happened last night, and this is now the morning. So we are wearing our pajamas. We are drinking our matcha, and we had some nice waffles this morning. Quality Eggo waffles.
Did you have a waffle?
I did have a waffle.
Oh, what the heck?
Waffles good.
I will say you're a little psychotic for only eating one Eggo waffle. Because that's like negative calories.
No, I know. I didn't feel very hungry this morning, which is so not me. Usually in the morning.
But it used to be you.
Used to be me.
You.
She used to be mine. Isn't that a song? Everything reminds us of a song. Well, today we are channeling those sleepover vibes by playing a little game of Would You Rather. We took to our Instagram and asked you guys to ask us some Would You Rather questions, and we came up with some ourselves. I heard another podcast just recently, and I was like, this would actually be perfect for our sleepover series. And Loki is now barking up. He's growling. What would you call that? He's trying to communicate with you. He's talking.
There we go.
There we go. Now he's settled.
Right. Keep that in.
Oh, hi Loki. Oh, he wants to talk on the mic.
Yeah, he does have things to say.
Oh, I just got an alert for my screen time. Do we want to know?
Like that you've had too much?
Is this bad?
What,
Last
like
week's
4 hours
average,
a day?
6 hours and 24 minutes.
It's like almost a full work day.
That's crazy. Does that include music though? Or I fall asleep to Netflix on my phone sometimes.
Well, you can look at your actual numbers.
My most used, it's including messaging. I forget it does that.
Yeah,
is that screen time? Is that?
Well, that means you spent like multiple hours
texting
with your phone open. Yeah. I think it's if your phone is awake. I don't think it's like if you're just playing music.
Sorry,
Excuse you?
You can say that again. Sorry. Oof.
Yeah, it's not important.
Well, before we get into our little sleepover game of Would You Rather, let's talk about what the sleepover was like last night. First of all, tornadic activity once again strikes in Nashville.
Not exactly. Did it one touchdown?
So basically,
I don't think
what was going on last night? There was another tornado warning.
There was a tornado watch that then turned into a warning very quickly.
And warning means get into hiding. A tornado is about to touch down,
form.
Probably any second.
Yeah.
They used to do warnings only whenever the tornado was actively on the ground. But I think they changed it recently because they were like, oh, I guess we got to give people more of a
time.
Time to like actually go do something about it. But I thought that's what a watch was.
I thought a watch was, hey, all the ingredients are there, but is the chef in,
Yeah.
Is the chef in the kitchen?
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
That is what it is.
And then a warning is like...
So you did think right.
Well, no, what did I think was a warning?
I just realized, on a side note...
What?
I'm getting so distracted. I had not seen your nails since yesterday. I have not once looked down at your hands because of all of the trauma from last night. Your nails are so gorgeous. He has like little cute fruits on them. Okay, continue. We were about to thought we were going to lose our lives. Tornado.
Yeah, no, I was on Twitch streaming, and I got like an alert on my phone, and it was like tornado. Now I'm realizing it said tornado warning, not watch. In my brain, it said watch, and because we knew a tornado was supposed to be coming, but they told us that it most likely wasn't going to be until like late
Later.
evening.
Yes.
So I wasn't like really thinking that it would be an issue. And it looked fine outside. It looked totally fine outside. Like I really did not think that it was going to be a problem. And I thought we'd be together by the time.
Yeah.
Because I was alone. I was home alone.
Yeah.
Home alone too.
And I was about to head that way to you.
Lost in New York.
To come pick you up. Oh my gosh. It was wild. I was on the phone with you. I was watching Nashville, which is like the broadcast you watch whenever there's a tornado warning going on.
Or
it's like
any type of inclement weather in Nashville.
It's not even, it's like locally funded too, which is cool.
Yeah.
Like it's funded by the people of Nashville.
I've been getting very niche TikToks of like people being like, just like talking about Nashville. And this one was like this girl who was like, I like how we all just collectively trust these dudes that like go live and are on Twitter like tweeting.
Yeah. We're like, these guys, we trust them with our lives. Quite literally.
Like, I don't care what the National Weather Service said. No, I'm just kidding.
This might be the worst spring we've ever had, though.
Love that for me.
Okay, winds, y'all. Winds reached up to like 80 miles per hour.
No, they clocked 94.
So it was basically like, I think they referred to it as a tornado without the rotation.
Yeah.
The winds were there.
The winds were
Some of the damage was crazy. Like trees falling
big
down.
trees, like old trees. Mind you, your girl's house is surrounded by trees.
But
big
they stood
trees.
strong. They stood strong. And you stood strong. And I was so proud of you as I was talking to you on the phone.
In my little Harry Potter cupboard.
You and Lolo.
The only safe space in my house is under stairs, and it's our pantry.
It literally is the Harry Potter
And it's
closet.
literally, like, I felt like, you're a wizard, Harry, except for, like, I was about to die.
Sitting in the closet with a wand.
I should have grabbed my wand.
Yeah. Not that he's ever, like, full wizard when he lives there.
Full
but
wizard.
You know,
Activate full wizard.
clearly a huge fan
She's a
of the
big
Harry
fan.
Potter series.
She's a big fan.
I'm not, like, anti-Harry Potter series by any means. I just,
But we're
wasn't allowed.
anti-J.K. Rowling.
Yes, amen. I just wasn't allowed to watch it when I was growing up or read it because magic, I think. And I grew up in the South. But later on, I kind of got into them. But I watched all the movies, but I only read one book. There's a huge shadow being casted behind us by the dog. Now, do you see? I wasn't being totally unreasonable about Lolo.
I think it's fine.
No, I know, but
I don't think anyone
many
cares.
times do we-
He's not barking
No.
or yelling.
I'm not saying it bothers people watching. I'm just saying we get distracted more
I wasn't gonna say
frequently throughout
anything.
the episode.
I wasn't going to say
Did you not pause and look behind you at the shadow?
but
You
I didn't say anything.
She goes, oh.
No, roll the tapes. I did not react like that. I just went,
Okay, now he's trying to rip out the light.
lay down, bud.
He thinks it's the sun. I wouldn't lay on the light, buddy.
You know what? He is trying to lay on the light. I'm not going to lie. Hey, quit being dumb.
That's probably not good for you. It's hot. Hot light.
Wait, we have a hot light on this Amazon rug?
I don't know if it's actually hot. It's like the LED or something.
So I was going to be like, if that's hot,
No.
how is it not caught on fire?
This whole
After 2
stew should
years.
have gone up in flames with these lights we have just sitting on the floor on the carpet.
Yeah, that's got to be like a fire
So,
hazard.
so
yeah,
all
but
this to say, the episode was supposed to be filmed last night with true sleepover vibes, but we needed some actual sleep. But did that happen? I mean, I stayed up till 2 last night.
yeah, you stayed up really late.
I finished watching The Residence last night.
Oh, you did? So we can talk about it.
Yeah.
Spoilers. In case anyone wants to watch it.
A Netflix series on Netflix.
A Netflix series on Netflix.
Called The Residence. It's a whodunit.
It's a whodunit. Okay, look, you're about to get banished.
It was I'll say this, the person who, was the killer. It
the
was
person who done it.
It was simpler than I thought. I
Mhm.
had all these other things that like tied multiple people, but like ultimately it was the same motive.
Yeah.
But I thought someone else was pulling the strings. And that's all I'll say. It's so
we
big.
already said spoilers.
I know.
So we can talk about it.
Okay.
Because we both watched it.
I can't remember her name. The blonde girl. I thought the guy that was like
Jessica, basically.
her
Something like that.
Sarah, Lily,
Whatever.
I thought that the guy that was her like guru or whatever was the one pulling the strings.
Yeah.
I thought he was doing it from like
He
outside
had some sort of
the event.
yeah.
Yeah. Not that she was just like motivated
Evil.
completely. But they never answered why was the calligrapher so bad.
I know. I knew you were going to be disappointed by that because I had already finished it. She was like, but what does the calligrapher have to do with it? And I was like, nothing.
I literally was like, I bet that he wrote that suicide note. He was able to match the handwriting. That was my theory. That was a good theory.
Yeah, but didn't
And that
they
he was
already...
so shaken up by it.
Yeah,
Because he got forced into it. That's why his handwriting was so bad the rest of the night. Because he was shaking.
I like how you literally couldn't read any of the
The name tags.
and for why.
So, anyway, it was very
like, who
cute.
was he connected to? Like, why was he even there?
I don't understand what purpose that was, except for to have that one guy's name be read wrong.
Yeah.
I think that was it. I think that's why they had the calligrapher storyline going on.
He's laying down now. He said, I'm sorry for bothering you, Thea.
Oh, he's so sweet. He's matching with the rug. He like blends into it, kind of.
He's the same hair.
Yeah, exactly. Same texture. Very different colors, but that's why I was like, kind of. He's bright red. The carpet's white.
He's so cute. Yeah, I thought... I mean, definitely if you think about it too hard, you're like, all right, there's a bunch of holes.
Yeah.
But I love a good whodunit. I just think they're fun.
Yeah. I hope they do more series with that person who played the lead detective in the show.
Yeah, I was
feel
thinking
like they
that.
could do so many
I feel like they
spinoffs.
could do so many spinoffs. I've never seen that.
Actor.
Yeah.
No,
actor
neither
or
have I.
anything. But
She was great.
yeah, I think she was in Orange is the New Black or something.
Oh.
I was seeing it on IMDb. I don't know if she was like a big role or...
Yeah. I didn't look up a lot of people's IMDb yet. Why is that a thing? Do we all collectively do this? Or is that like a...
No, I think that's a thing.
Yeah, like every time I watch a movie or TV show, I'm
I
like,
have to know.
I know that person, but I don't know their name or where I know them from.
You're like,
IMDb, you're scrolling back to like early 2000s and the 90s, and you're like, there you are.
I try to hold at it.
No, you're good. It's the dust. We got to de-dust in here once again.
My eyes feel swollen.
It's probably because the lack of sleep, but you know what? I'm hoping
No, I went
that
to sleep at 12.
That's still
I
late.
mean, I was sleeping on the couch while you were watching the show. Like,
Oh, I was binging it.
yeah, she was like reacting the whole time. And I was like, at a certain point, I was like, I'm not trying to be rude. Yeah, I said this in my own mind, but I was like, but I'm just going to be asleep. And
Yeah.
that's okay.
Yeah. That's fine. I was glad you slept.
Because
I talk out loud to myself when I'm watching TV
that's
shows
what I
sometimes
figured.
anyways.
So that's why I was like, I'm just going to let it happen. I'm
Yeah.
not going to react anymore.
No.
And you were still having your own conversation. So I was like, okay, she's good.
Yeah.
She's taken care of.
Yeah. Especially watching a whodunit. Of course I'm going to talk to the TV. Okay, end of talking about the Netflix series on Netflix.
Speaking of Netflix series on Netflix. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah?
No, I don't have another Netflix series I'm watching. That's the only one. I'm trying to think if there was anything else on there that I was like, that you need to watch. But I think that's it. I still need to watch Adolescence.
Oh, yeah. The way that was shot was so cool. They did basically like all the episodes as one long shot that they like would rehearse over and over. Like
Like a play.
You know, you and I have done many music videos that are like, what's a music video? 3 minutes long?
Yeah.
And
It's a one shot.
it's a one shot, and it would take so much to orchestrate that.
Yeah.
So I'm like doing a whole, and I was trying to read up because I'm like, surely
I
at
should go
some
back
points,
and rewatch the one shots that we did.
Yeah.
I feel like they're probably bad. No, I'm just
No,
kidding.
I feel like
they're probably really good. Yeah.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
But to do like a whole episode like that, and I was trying to read up on it because I was like, surely at some point they like cut, you know, like if they're panning, they could easily cut. And I couldn't see anything where like it confirmed that. But I'm like,
sure that
maybe.
there are
It was still very impressive.
very minimal cuts. It's kind of like the movie 1917.
Or isn't Birdman?
Did you ever watch 1917?
No. Okay, lots of movies I need to watch, honestly.
That one for sure put on your list.
Okay. Adding it to the list.
They obviously had like a few cuts here and there, but like it's so seamless.
Yeah.
Do you ever say something and then you start doubting yourself and you're like, is that factual information?
Yeah.
Like I was confident.
You know what, though?
And I am confident, but I'm still gonna look it up because I'm insecure.
Yeah. No, well, it's good that we want to fact check things that don't even have high stakes, you know? There are people saying
like, is that my
wild
anxiety?
things as facts. No. There's people, well, maybe a little. There's people saying wild things as facts on microphones just like these. With so much confidence.
Just like these.
With so much confidence.
A series of continuous uncut shots cleverly edited together to appear as one long take.
You know what this sleepover needs?
contains 34 cleverly hidden cuts throughout. That's pretty crazy. It's a 2-hour film.
I need to watch this because I just find that so interesting to take on a
How do you feel about war movies?
challenge like that.
Because it's a war movie.
I'm fine with them. Yeah, I've never.
You like them? You enjoy war?
Do you like war? Megan likes war. Confirmed. What? No, I find some of the ones that go like into like history really interesting.
Yeah.
Like what's it called? There's a name for it. Historical fiction.
There's
those.
a name for history,
but they have fake story.
fake stories to it.
Made up events, but in a real event. Yeah. Or made up stories, I guess, within a real event. Like those kinds of things. You know?
I always get kind of mad though whenever it's like a real event, and I'm like, you could have found a real person's story.
Sometimes they do.
Fake. Yeah, but I'm saying when they do
Or
a fake person story, because I'm like,
what
there's
they
no
do
there's no
sometimes-
real resolution for me.
Well, yeah, it's true. Well, sometimes I feel like too, they take like multiple people's stories
And combine them into one
Yes.
fake person.
exactly to make it like even more
Dynamic.
intense. Yeah, exactly. You know what this sleepover needed though? We should have had like a little Chisme corner. How are we having a sleepover with no gossip? So
Do you have any hot goss?
I don't. As I'm thinking about this, I don't even have like celebrity goss.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with celebrities these days.
What are they doing?
Do they exist?
What's a
Do
celebrity?
we care?
You know what's so weird
You know
about
what?
celebrities?
What?
That there's so many like I'll call them like micro celebrities when you're like influencers and things like that that
Yeah.
are huge that I've never even
I've
seen
never
before.
heard about.
Yeah.
There was this girl that came on my TikTok, and I still couldn't tell you her name, but she had like 40 million followers.
And you're
And like all of her
"Who are
videos
you?"
had like 50 million views. And I was like literally, and like she didn't talk. Like it was just like her, like, I was just like, I literally I was like on the couch, and I just was like my hand like this.
Was it on
on my
TikTok
head.
40 million or Instagram?
Yes, TikTok.
Addison Rae? No, she docs in her videos.
No,
You know
it
who
was like,
Addison Rae
yeah,
is, and she's a pop star now.
yeah, but like
and puts out
this girl, no, seriously.
Wait, I gotta listen to that again. I haven't listened
Yeah,
to
it's
that
good.
in a while.
I
Okay.
hated it when I first heard it, and then I was like, you know what? Why am I a hater?
When I drive in the car, you in the
You know what that song like kind of
Never. What were you gonna say? It makes
like a song kind of makes you want to like dance slutty.
yeah.
So it's one of those
Yeah,
songs.
yeah. You just want to do
I just
like
want to like booty.
do the
you
slow,
know?
the slow little
grind.
dip. Yeah, the slow. Exactly. I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah.
Maybe with single hand up,
Yeah,
touching the hair.
like no one's watching, but secretly everyone's watching.
This is the dance party portion of the sleepover. No, this is the portion of the sleepover where we make music videos on our laptop.
Oh, on the photo booth.
That's what we need to have in this. We just have a whole,
We're just it cuts too.
yeah. It's just
Next time
making
when we have more
a
time
whole music video. Dude, why was that like a pivotal part
of sleepovers.
of sleepovers growing up? It was like
It shaped who we were.
100%.
But now, here's the thing. We used to do that in the privacy of our own computers.
Yes.
But now kids do it and they post it on the internet and get millions and millions of likes and followers.
That's crazy. Some of our old videos, those would have
Those would have popped off.
those really would have popped off. We committed
Do you remember?
choreography.
Do you remember how we did a whole choreographed dance to try to earn tickets to go see
Hannah
Montana?
I try to forget that every day. Because it was embarrassing. Because why did we choose the song? We chose Let's Dance.
Hey, it was fire. We had costumes.
Yeah, you were like, let's dance to the weekend, to the night, all around, let's dance. On more than one occasion, we tried to win Hannah Montana tickets by doing a competition. That was one of them, and the other one, I think the next year, I sang a song. Sometimes I walk a little faster in the school hallway just to get next to you.
They didn't see star potential in us. Or they saw too much star potential.
And they were like, they're going to compete.
They're going to compete. We can't. We got to.
With the most talented 14-year-old to probably ever exist.
They're like, nah, there's too much talent. There's too much talent. It's a threat. That's what I tell myself. That's why we didn't win the competition. Because there's always people who were bad.
Oh,
They were always bad.
And they won.
And they won. And you're like,
did you see the effort I put in? I could have been the next Tina Texas. I don't know. What's like a name? Hannah Montana. I don't know.
oh.
I was trying to come up with a name quickly. We were from Texas.
Okay, well,
Would you
tried.
rather?
You tried.
Wait, this is actually the perfect segue to one of the would you rather questions I wrote down.
Ugh, my eyes are watering though.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Which childhood fave?
Oh.
I say, are you ready? And she goes, oh.
No, I said yes, but you were talking over me.
Then why'd you go, oh, then?
Because you talked over me.
I did.
You talked over my yes.
I couldn't hear it because I was talking over it.
You didn't even wait to see if I was actually ready. You didn't care.
Do you want to hear my question?
Kind of.
Which childhood fave would you rather spend the day with? Hilary Duff or a Jonas brother?
So is it like them in the current state, or is it them like when
It's nowadays. Like it's now.
Oh, nowadays?
Yeah. You get to pick which brother.
Hilary Duff. I mean, she's in her sourdough making era. Like she's out here baking, like
I just
being
had
mommy.
to see, like how far the alliance went, and I'm in the same boat. I think it's Hilary.
I think
Duff.
she's a better hang.
It seems like it. I would enjoy a day more with Hilary Duff.
I feel like we'd have way more fun.
Yeah, way more in common. What are you gonna talk to a Jonas brother about?
Their tight pants,
Crypto? What are they into?
NFTs. That's the whole thing.
They give Cybertruck crypto energy these days.
I don't really know what I would chat with them about. I think I'd be like,
Joe feels the most like in touch.
I feel like I could go thrifting
Online.
with Joe.
Yeah, totally. Have coffee and go thrifting.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that could be fun.
And go to the Belcourt and see like
yeah,
an indie movie. Wait.
Joe.
She puts her hair behind her ears. She's like, I changed my mind.
Here's the only thing is, okay, they're all parents.
Yeah, they're
all
busy.
right? Which like love that for them.
Yeah.
But like, are the kids there?
Mm.
You know, if you hang out with the brothers, they probably never see their
This
kids.
is awful to say. This is awful to say.
Go ahead, say it.
As far as like involvement goes as parents, at least it's only what we see online, right?
Yeah.
But it does feel like Kevin is like the most like just steady. You know,
Like, I think he's actually a father.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Nick seems like him and his wife, like they travel together everywhere.
Yeah.
Like whatever they got going on, it seems like they're always like meeting each other.
Yeah.
And then Joe is just kind of, I don't know.
Do you think he foresees his kids?
He's just, where?
Does he have does he have one? Does he have two? I don't even know how many kids.
They have multiple kids together.
Yeah, they have like two, right?
Yeah. That's the thing. It's like, probably like we don't know actually like
And
when
maybe
they're
they
hanging
just
out with
maybe
them.
they
You know,
just
it's like private.
It doesn't like they live in different countries. They just
Yeah. That'd be hard. I have dogs and I miss them when I'm gone for like a week. Sips her tea. This is the Chisme.
I don't think he sees his kids.
Allegedly. Allegedly.
I also think Hilary Duff would like be down to go to Disneyland.
Ooh, yeah. Okay,
So.
Hilary Duff. Would you rather? Hilary Duff. Also, like, I love the Jonas Brothers, and you know I'll still go to see every single concert of theirs. The tickets were so expensive for this last tour.
Yeah, I need
on
to
pre-sale.
I need for them to get their heads out of each other's butt because they are acting like they somebody and they ain't. But like, happy for them. Many blessings to them and their families. I hope them all of the prosperity.
I still want to meet you.
I actually would never want to meet them.
You know what, though? We've talked
I
about
would
this.
actually want to meet Hilary Duff. Like,
Yes.
if it was like a chill, like an actual hang,
Yeah.
not like, oh my God, I'm a fan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing. We've had multiple opportunities to actually say hello to a Jonas brother. And we never took it. Because it's kind of one of those things like, I just want to keep it where it is, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I'm the 14-year-old that was absolutely starstruck by you.
Yeah.
And your songs meant so much to me growing up. And I want to keep
Just
it that
leave
way.
it that way.
Yeah. I
Just
want to
leave
live
it.
in the nostalgia of it all.
Yeah.
I don't want you
Don't
to
come
ruin
near
it
me.
with one interaction.
Don't come near me.
And also, like, when we saw them, too, it wasn't like they were, like, at a coffee shop or, like, out, like, doing something, like, personal. It was always, like, work events, you know?
Yeah.
Which felt, like, at least slightly more appropriate to say hi to
say hi,
someone,
yeah.
you know? I'd think if I ever saw someone, like, out in the wild, most likely I would just be like, oh, that's cool, and then not bother them, you know?
Well, I mean, we did see them out in the wild, too, though.
What?
In Vegas.
I totally forgot about that for a second.
I'll
We
never
sat
forget
next
that.
to Nick Jonas at
I'll
dinner.
never forget that.
And who was he dating at the time? Olivia something?
Yes.
The model, or
what was that girl's name?
Olivia Culpo?
Copel. Didn't she like end up being like broke and like living on the streets?
What?
And now she's fine. She's married now. She's
She's
got
like
like
an
a reality
NFL player
show
or something, right?
Yeah, I think
I don't
so.
know much about her. I don't know much about a lot of people. There's a lot of people, I'm telling you, like I
Not
said.
me
they're
getting on this mic saying she was houseless.
I feel like she had some kind of drama recently, but I don't remember.
Like she was controversial.
Yeah, but I just don't remember what it was.
Broke. Apparently, after she broke up with him, her and Nick broke up, she couldn't even afford groceries.
Oh.
She kind of was saying like her identity was him. Yeah, they kind of look, they don't look like a good couple. You know what I mean? But also like he's wearing, sorry. This is whatever. But I'm glad she's doing good now.
Why do I feel like she had a controversy, but I don't remember it? Anyways.
Well, let us know. Because we don't know. Tell us the Chisme.
Would you rather only be able to drive a Cybertruck? Or use the very limited public transport available to us in the States?
I honestly, you could make it even more micro to
Nashville
because we have the worst.
We have like no public transport here. Not like a Chicago.
Can I bike?
New York. You can bike, yeah.
I'm sure I'll do that.
No. You have to pick between these. So you pick like.
I'm saying like bike and public transport.
Yeah.
Because that's the problem with Nashville is you can't like it's
just
not walkable.
No, it is not a walkable city. It's barely a bikeable. There's no bike lanes. So
there's some bike lanes.
Good luck.
There's some bike lanes
that just disappear randomly, like the sidewalks.
Yeah, that's true. Our sidewalks do just kind of disappear. Like you'll be walking on a sidewalk and it's just like, wait, what? It's the end.
I don't think I can.
And
think
then you're
of
on
anything.
a highway.
Yes, very true. I don't think I could think of anything more embarrassing than driving a Cybertruck. If I'm being honest, I have a lot of disdain for those vehicles. So I would say I'm with you. Finding a mix of some kind, you know, and just mostly staying home if I can.
I'll take Uber.
Oh my gosh.
I'll spend all my money on Uber.
You think they're ugly too, right?
Yeah, they're hideous.
And they're not just ugly.
They're poorly designed.
So poor. They are constantly doing recalls.
Yeah, I wouldn't know. I don't know anyone who has one, so.
Yeah. Literally, they're always doing recalls. They're falling apart. They're dangerous.
Every time it rains and I see one, I just laugh. I just chuckle inside because I'm like, that thing's going to rust.
No, seriously.
That's crazy.
I told you the time I mistaked one for a trash can because it was painted like a green color.
Did you throw something in it?
No,
Did you throw like
Cooper and I were walking around. We were in this, I can't even remember what part of LA we were in. We were in this like little beach town. We're like walking down these little side streets and there was one kind of parked like slightly in an alleyway, which kind of added to the trash can effect of it all. And it was painted like this dark green. We're walking by and Cooper goes, ugh. And I'm like, what is he looking at? And he goes, like kind of like points and I like look over and I'm like, why are you pointing at this trash can? And I like take a step back and I'm like, oh, that's a Cybertruck. I thought you were like pointing at something in this trash can, which I'm not wrong. That is a trash can on wheels. And when you're close enough to one, you know, like I'm short, you know, in stature. I'm like 5 something. And
5 something?
5'1", okay.
You are not 5'1", are you?
I think 5 feet to be exact. No, the last time I was measured, I was 5'1".
At the doctor?
Mm-hmm.
Were you wearing flats?
Yeah, no shoes.
No shoes?
No shoes.
Every time I go to the doctor these days and they like weigh me and stuff, they're like, no, you can leave on your shoes. And I'm like,
yeah, they leave on your shoes, leave on your jewelry. I'm like,
that's
no.
offensive. Are you accounting for this?
The other day I went to the doctor. I had a necklace on like that was super chunky. I did take it off before because I was like, I feel like this is like 2 pounds on my neck.
You're like, every pound counts. Every pound counts.
If you're keeping log of this to see like where I'm at each year,
it's right. It should be accurate.
Yeah, that way you have like a better gauge.
Yeah,
just for my like whatever's going on in my life. Anyways, Cybertrucks. I don't need to drive the trash can car. Would you rather relive a day from your past or get a glimpse of one day in your distant future?
Do I get to pick the day?
The future day?
Both, because I feel like they'd have to be the same.
Sure. But you don't know, like, what's happening on that day. Like,
yeah.
You would just pick the day. Like, for the future one, I mean. Because now that we're getting into the weeds of it all.
Just imagine, like, a bubble in the air, and I get to, like, see this, like, kind of play out in front of me, and I just pick a day in the future. I'm just like, you know what? March 22, 2050. I don't know.
It cuts to. It's just
I'm just
darkness.
on the toilet.
Yeah.
Oh.
The earth is
I'm just
exploded.
like on the toilet. That's kind of what I imagine would happen.
Crazy.
I'm dying on the toilet.
She really is obsessed with Elvis. She wants to die the same way.
Hey, listen. They're not called heroes for no reason. Just kidding.
I think I want to relive a day in my past. And what day that is? Ooh. I think wedding is too easy to say.
Yeah, that's lame. I feel like you gotta go childhood.
Something in my childhood. Honestly,
Me, I'm like, that's lame.
there was a day where we had
childhood wear.
a childhood wear. There was a day where we had rented this massive water slide for like your birthday party or something.
Dude, I was literally gonna say my 10th birthday party. I think that was my 10th birthday party, right?
No,
or 11th.
Yeah, 10th,
12th.
I think. I think it was 10th. We relived that day. The only thing that sucked about that day was the same day I started my period and I thought I was dying.
Yes. No, literally, she made my birthday party about her. I was literally gonna say that day too. Like, I'm not even
But it was
joking.
still so fun.
I'm not even joking. That's crazy. No, I'm at, my mind's actually blown because I was gonna say past, and I was thinking, what would I choose? And I literally had that day.
That day. And I almost passed out that day.
She did. She really made it about herself. It was kind of crazy. She's like, I'm sick. I'm sick. And I was like in the bathroom, like comforting her. I'm like, it's my birthday.
You're 10. Because I hated blood. I hate blood. I was like, blood.
She literally was like passing out, and I was like,
I
don't be the
blacked out.
drama.
That's very drama. That's very drama of me.
I'm glad we're talking about our periods now that we're at our sleepover.
Yeah, it's a sleepover.
I wouldn't go back to the first day I got my period. but I'm happy for you.
But your water slide day trumped all of that.
That sounds like the day I was born.
Yeah.
Your water slide.
The day you're gonna do water slide out of there. Wait, neither one of us were C-section, right?
Is that? I was thinking about that the other day. I was like, wait, were we C-section? But no, we weren't.
How were we born?
We vaginally.
How have we never asked Mom this? I'm sure we have. I just
no, for sure, I know that I came out of the canal.
Okay. You don't need to give more details.
Well, I mean, every woman.
No. I'm just saying,
birth.
like, we don't have to.
We can go through the details.
Like, I was vacuumed out.
Do they still do that?
I think so, yeah.
Do you know anyone who was vacuumed out?
I think so, yeah.
Anyways.
Would you rather never be able to play a video game again or never be able to read a book?
Can I listen to audiobooks?
No.
What? Can I listen to podcasts?
Yeah.
Can I listen to podcast episodes that recap books?
Sure. We're trying to keep video games. For me, video games are a way that I also bond with my partner.
I'm not going to give up video games, so I'm just trying to figure out if I can still at least consume some
form of education.
Yeah. Yeah, because then what? I'm never going to learn anything again?
Podcast. I think that's a good middle ground. That's your out right there.
Then,
I do love a good book.
Yeah, there is something nice about flipping the pages of a book.
But there are a lot of video games
that are like
books. They're like stories, yeah.
I hate those types of games, but
there's a lot of reading involved, yeah.
I hate dialogue.
That was like, I played this cozy game. I can't remember what it was called. It was coffee something, but it was about like a world where like
chat or something. I know what you're talking about.
Humans and monsters like live together.
Yeah.
And I never finished
Coffee date or something.
I kept falling asleep.
No, I hate
waiting for it to get to the point where I could make a coffee, because you could like make a coffee a day for a customer or something. And for the most part, like I think I was like intrigued in the beginning, and then every time I wanted to play it, I would just like start to doze off. It was almost too cozy. It was too cozy. That was the problem. It was so cozy, I kept falling asleep.
I really don't like those types of games. Like I need
action.
I need to do more.
Yeah.
And you know what? Maybe that'll change at some point, but for now,
when you can't have a book.
Yeah, when I can't have a book, then I will play games that are basically books.
Okay. I like this next one. Would you rather fight 5,000 angry micro hamsters or the Easter Bunny? Disclosure, no real animals are harmed in this hypothetical.
When you say Easter Bunny, do you mean like a guy in a costume?
He's huge.
Yeah.
He's huge.
Not actually a guy in a costume.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, yeah.
It's like it's a huge bunny.
I ain't fighting that. There's no way. He's probably strong.
5,000 micro hamsters, a tiny little.
Like, how many would fit in this room?
Dude, just thinking about, I love a hamster, but for some reason the idea of a bunch of them covering the floor like messes with something in my brain that I do not like.
Yeah, but I'm not about to fight a giant bunny. Like, that thing's gonna knock me out in one punch.
No, for sure. So the 5,000 micro hamsters.
At least I have a chance with the hamsters.
Do you?
I
they
think
all
so.
start fighting you.
I'll stomp on. I
It's a
mean,
hypothetical.
like if I'm fighting for my life.
Pretend they're robots, okay?
Yeah, okay, that's helpful because then I start thinking about all their little guts going everywhere. I think that I could fight better against the hamsters.
Yeah.
Or like at least run away.
I think I'm taking on the Easter Bunny. I'm facing my childhood
crazy.
fears.
You're crazy for that.
I'm so
You're
afraid
crazy
of the
wildcat.
Easter Bunny. You're crazy wildcat. Caught?
I started telling Ted that a lot, and now he took it from me, and he says it to me all the time, and I hate when he does that. I hate it.
You should just start throwing like a new one at him. Where the hell have you been, Loca?
Yeah, but we've already done that one. I need a new one. And he also took for me, like, whenever I didn't want to listen to him and I would pretend to fall asleep, he started doing that too. And I was like, you can't come up with your own thing.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
your own joke.
Like it's okay if you like use it
Men
once.
always taking credit for
Men
women's
always
work.
taking credit for women's hard work.
It's movie quotes.
But it's how you apply. It's when you use it.
Yes.
It's strategy.
All right. I got a few more of ours, and
Let's
then we're
do it.
going to get into the ones sent to us from Instagram.
Rapid fire.
Rapid fire these last three. Would you rather have to wear chunklets with jeans for a year or wear an underwired padded bra all day, every day for a year? Is that bad? Is that true that that's bad for you
I don't know.
to wear like an underwired
I
bra
can't be
every
good.
day?
Nothing that's that uncomfortable can be good.
I would do chunklets and jeans for a year.
I think I would have to do chunklets and jeans too. Do I get to like pick out the chunklets and jeans?
Yeah.
Like I don't have to do skinny jeans, right? Do I have to do
No.
skinny jeans?
No. You can do any types of jeans.
Cropped jeans? I'll do cropped jeans.
You can pick your
Although
jeans
a cropped wide leg
with a chunkla.
could be kind of a sleigh. All right, we're doing jeans and chunklets.
Jeans and chunklas.
All day.
The thing we made fun of the most and we put on our ick list one time.
Okay, but I'm a woman. Just kidding.
Would you rather go with no coffee for a year or never get to thrift again?
Again?
Again, ever.
Is it like, to be fair, is it like no caffeine or is it just coffee?
Just coffee, which we do have a lot of.
I think I could go no coffee. I would do like matchas.
Commit.
Mm-hmm.
I probably would have to do that too. I get really into like
I don't
teas
think
and
I could
chai.
not. Yeah, I don't think I could not thrift.
Yeah. Iced chais and matchas.
Yeah, I know.
We could do it.
I could do it.
We could
do
get
it.
into that. It was a mushroom. I don't think have you ever tried that mushroom coffee?
No, I can't do it. Like mentally,
Would you rather
spiritually, it's against everything I believe in.
Would you rather get randomly slapped across the face with no warning once a month for a year? Or I never finished this one. I never finished this one. We're moving on to the Instagram
Or
ones.
stub your toe on a corner once a year for the rest of your life.
Ooh. The random slap across the face once a month.
Yeah, because it's
Stubbing
just
my
for a year.
toe. But you're
Also,
living
stubbing
in
your toe-
constant fear.
Yeah,
But you also don't really know when that's going to happen too.
you don't either. But at least it's only once in a year.
Oh, once a year?
Yeah,
Oh, the other one once a month. So yeah, definitely. Stub my toe once a year.
but for the rest of your life.
Oh. Yeah. I pretty much already do that, so. All right, here are some of the ones that we got from y'all. Y'all went really on theme, on brand with like
Love a good
some
theme.
like early 2000s, 90s kind of nostalgia. So let's get into this. Would you rather have Webkins brought back or Club Penguin brought back? Well, Webkins, thankfully, still is
The
up and
Webkins
going.
gods
So
have still.
if you didn't know this and you want to play, it still exists.
I think they were just asking for us. I don't
Yeah.
think they want to play, if I'm being
Well,
honest.
Just,
But in case you want
in
to.
case you want to, I'm just letting you know. I'm just doing the Lord's
you
work.
could stop for
PSA.
free. Club Penguin.
Club Penguin.
I miss Club
Even
Penguin.
if Webkins was still gone?
Even if Webkins was still gone, I think I would choose Club Penguin.
Me too.
Because also,
There's
like,
more games. Well, not more games, but
I like the games better on Club Penguin. Like, Webkins is always going to be, like, the most, like, nostalgic. Like, so, like, I just love it.
welcome to Curio Shop.
Yeah, like, there's so many great things about it. I just felt like I had more freedom in Club Penguin to go walk. I don't know, like, I can't explain it.
She had so many boyfriends in Club Penguin.
I did.
She was rizzed up.
I was. The dancing. The club.
The club.
The
okay, club and the
club.
pizza parlor done.
Yeah.
Would you rather?
Would you rather?
Would you rather go 3,000 years into the future or 3,000 years into the past?
How long do I have to stay there?
Let's say a day.
I'm going past.
I think I kind of want to. Let's see what's going on
In the future?
in the past.
Oh, yeah. I feel like I want to see what's going on in the past,
Yeah.
too.
I want to see how stinky everyone actually was.
Yeah.
I'm very curious about
Me
that.
too. But like, what's scary is you could like catch a disease like that. I fear if I went 3,000 years into the future that there would be nothing there.
Yeah, like truly, like actually,
I
it'd
would
be
just
darkness.
cease to exist. I'd just be like standing in the darkness, like what's going on?
Would you rather wear multi-plaid color capris, specifically from Y2K fashion,
Yes,
or
I can picture it.
or fedoras and thick scarves? It's a combo.
Oh, not the combo, the 1-2 punch,
The wraparound
the
scarves.
wraparound
Speaking
scarf.
of Jonas Brothers,
No,
that's Jonas
seriously,
Brothers core.
that's Jonas Brothers
A
core right
fedora
there.
with the scarf.
I'm going
capris.
capris. Like honestly, I kind of rock that look right now.
Yeah.
Wow, I've come a long
A little
way.
baby tee with the capris.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, this
yeah.
podcast has really brought me a long way.
Do you think that the wraparound scarves like that are ever going to come back?
Yeah, but it's gonna be a while.
That's true.
Yeah.
It's going to be 3,000 years into the future.
Yeah. And the Jonas Brothers will be there in robot form.
Would you rather have a millennial or Gen Alpha childhood? I'm going to ask you this first because you're
What's
Gen Z.
Gen Alphas now?
That's like the iPad babies.
Oh no. They're screwed. Right? Like they're screwed? Yeah, millennial. Sorry.
No, I mean, easy answer for me, millennial. Literally what the entire podcast is about how our childhood ruled and the nostalgia of it all.
Yeah, like
so
I
millennial.
I don't think I would survive in these streets being a kid these days.
No,
Nah,
not at all.
It's rough out there.
It's rough out there.
Blessings.
Blessings,
Prayers.
she said.
Prayers to you, thoughts, vibes, good vibes.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Many blessings for us.
And climate change going on, all sorts of things.
All sorts of things.
I feel like we're just not setting them up for
success.
Success.
No, I mean, the baby boomers kind of screwed us over.
It's just it all started.
It all started with the
You know what my
baby
favorite though?
boomers.
It's like, you know that Spider-Man meme where they're all like pointing,
They're pointing
at each other? That's what it feels like with the different generations, like blaming
They're
each
all-
other. It's like, you did this. Gen Z's like mad at millennials. Millennials are mad at baby boomers. Gen Z's also mad at baby boomers. Gen X is just there. And then there's like, everyone's like looking down at Gen Alpha like, what the heck is going to happen with you?
Their mutations.
Oh my gosh. It's like if all the Spider-Mans were different ages under there, pointing at each other.
I think that's what's happening there. Truly.
Well, thanks for joining us for our little sleepover episode.
hope you had fun.
A little game of Would You Rather.
Let us know your answers
Yeah.
in the comments.
Would love to know what you think of some of these. I felt like I had something on my head just now, and I thought I had a headband I
Stop.
was pushing back.
You scared me. I was thinking about the wasp that landed in your hair.
If you know, you know.
You know, you know.
Oh my gosh. I think it was just my like bobby pins I felt, and I was like, they were moving, and so I was like, what's happening? Anyways, thank you
Thanks
so
for
much
sharing.
for being here. Yeah. You're like, thanks for sharing your story. You're welcome.
We all really need to hear that.
Y'all, thank you again for being here for another episode of the Fuzzy Pod. And we're so glad that you're here. If you had a good time, be sure to leave us a rating and review. And like Maddie said, leave us a comment. We're also over on Instagram. And if you want bonus content, be sure to head over to our Patreon where we share a bonus episode each month. Thank y'all so much for being here. And we will see you next Fuzzy Friday. Bye.